Our next guest specializes in natural results through facial cosmetic surgery and procedures, and we are excited to have and welcome Dr. William Mack from Mack Facial Cosmetic Center here to tell us what he can do for you. Dr. Mack, how are you? Welcome.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you for having me on Morning Blend.
We're excited to talk with you out there, and I'm really excited to talk about your service because I think the thing that stands out to me in just reading that intro of yours, the natural results. And I know that's something that you pride yourself in.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're very passionate about achieving natural results in our patients. I think what really separates our approach at the Mack Center is we really try to focus on the combination of procedures. So whether it's facial cosmetic surgery or eyelid surgery, procedures such as Botox or fillers or skincare, we try to approach all three aspects to get the best result.
Because how many times, I'm assuming you hear patients come in and they're a little leery because they don't want that result or that look that kind of you can tell had some work done.
Absolutely. Well, that's the biggest fear of patients. Our goal is, when I'm speaking to a patient in consultation, is I will share with them, what do we want to achieve? Well, we want you to see a relative or a friend you haven't seen for a long time, and they look at you and they say, boy, you look refreshed. Did you change your hair? Did you change your makeup? But they're not really focused on whether you've had facial fillers or Botox or cosmetic facial or eyelid surgery or skincare, but they just say, boy, you look refreshed, you look rejuvenated, you look younger.
There you go.
Absolutely.
That's the one we want to hear, right?
Absolutely.
Well, this sounds wonderful, but I think what we can get behind is looking at before and afters, which Dr. Mack did bring some for us to take a look, and I know you're going to give us an idea of what you were able to do as we take a look here.
Well, this young lady, I mean, she's in her upper 40s. She was looking for rejuvenation, so we actually did cosmetic blepharoplasty on her upper lids, and then we also did fillers on her lower lids. So this is a great example of combining both surgery and procedures to achieve our result. So you can see in her post-operative picture, she looks very rejuvenated, but most importantly, she looks natural. So I think that's what we're trying to achieve, and she was very pleased with her results.
I would say so, and I know that's just one example. We've got another example we're going to show too, and it's interesting to hear you talk about working everything together, because I know that, like you said, that is what makes you different. And here's that other example I was touching on.
This is a gentleman. He's actually in his upper 50s. He looks a little bit older than that, but he has descent of his brows, descent of his eyelids. So especially in a male patient, we're seeing more and more male patients, you really want them to look natural. You don't want that unnatural look. So in this patient, we approached him with surgery. So we worked on his upper eyelids and his brows to achieve a natural upper eyelid crease and reposition his brows. Oh, thank you.
I was going to say, look at that.
Yeah, so he did very well. He's very pleased, but once again, I think if you look at this patient, he looks very natural. He has much more confidence, and I think that's important. Like I said, we are seeing more and more male patients, and I think patients really appreciate that we're approaching all three aspects, to make it look natural.
And this can be such a personal thing to have done and a scary thing to come down and have cosmetic procedures done, whatever they may be. But I know you pride yourself in not only what you can provide, but also the service. And I know you talk about your 5-star service, which is something that we want to touch on and let people out there know.
Absolutely. My office manager, myself, we always focus on that with we have a wonderful staff. Always go above and beyond. You want to treat everybody with 5-star care, and I think that really shows. We have a very relaxed atmosphere in our office. We actually renovated a 1923 historic building in South Tampa, so a great central location for Tampa. But we hear that almost every day we're in the office, a patient will say, I just felt very relaxed when I entered your office. I felt relaxed with your staff after I met Dr. Mack. And I think it's very important for patients. So also on their day of their surgery or their procedures or their skincare, they come in to that relaxed setting. And I think that's very important because patients can be a little bit nervous, especially when you're working on their face. So.
I like that. And again, we've talked about how your service makes you stand apart, and also the fact that you approach it with different aspects, which is the key. And anything else you want people to know about your practice right now? Because again, you say that a lot of people might be insecure about their looks, and you can help them with the natural.
Well, I think one thing that's very important with our approach is we don't try to push procedures. We'll discuss with the patient. We'll really want to hear from the patient what bothers them. And for some it may be, well, just a little, this line bothers me. Then we'll just start with Botox, and they may end up having surgery down the road. Other patients may come in and we may start with surgery, and then they may end up doing Botox and fillers and skincare for years. So that's what we really want. We want to have the patients for their lifetime, and we want to really focus on the natural results.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking with us today.
Natalie.
And if you want more information, there's the address, there's the website as well. Dr. Mack, it was a real treat meeting you today and
Natalie.
talking with you.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully we see you again.
Absolutely. Thank you.